everyone, welcome back today. Asos, my favorite place to shop. It's where I spend most of my money actually. I think a lot of people are like that. Asos is just so easy to shop. But anyways, I'm going to show you what I've picked up at Asos for the summer. As I've mentioned over and over again, because we moved from Vancouver to small town France in Fontainebleau, during winter, we brought mostly winter clothes with us. So we've shipped all that back home now and I'm left with just the few winter things or summer things that I picked up while we were in France and what I brought here, which was almost nothing. All my summer clothes are basically still at home in Vancouver in my mom's house. So I'm kind of restocking things a little bit. I shouldn't be shopping really because we are going to be moving again, but I can't help it. I blog and I am a girly girl. I love to shop. It's my favorite pastime, really. So I'm just doing it really casual today. I'm sitting on my floor. Can you see this? I'm having a glass of wine. If you're of age and it's a decent time in the day, a reasonable time in the day to have a glass of wine, you can pause the video and join me for a glass while I take you through a few things that I bought at Asos probably in the last 3-4 weeks. I will say it is mostly dresses because that's pretty much what I wear in the summer, but there's a few other bits and bobs in there as well. So to give you a really good idea of what everything looks like, I'm gonna try it all on for you. I'm gonna use my trusty vlog camera and show you what everything looks like in the mirror. But if you like anything, it's all linked down below. It's all super recent, so everything should be in stock. Yeah, let's get onto it. First thing is actually what I was wearing in my last video. It's this jumpsuit. You wouldn't be able to tell because I was sitting down in that video, but it's this jumpsuit from Asos. Oh, this is the back and it's opened. So I got mine in a UK8. It's a jumpsuit, so it comes down mid-calf on me, I would say. Really pretty black, swishy kind of fabric, so it's perfect in this crazy heat we're having. It has little buttons down the front here, really deep V, and then it's open in the back. It actually buttons together in the back here, but it has like a slit in the back open here. Really, really feminine, pretty. Polka dots are a huge thing right now. I have probably 5 or 6 polka dot items now, so I hope they don't go out of style too quickly because I've got a lot of polka dot stuff. I guess I have a fairly short torso. I don't know. I didn't really realize that before the last few weeks when I bought a few jumpers and the crotch is like down to my knees, but on this one it was definitely a good few inches too long in the torso. So all I did was pull it up in the front here and then put a few stitches. I often do that with clothes. I just kind of makeshift alter things a little bit. I used to do a lot of vintage shopping when I was younger, when I had like no money and I still loved to shop. Like when I was in nursing school, I had $0. I had a little bit of pocket money every month, so I'd go to the vintage shops and buy things that fit me pretty well and then just alter them myself to make it work. So it's come in handy now, and this worked perfectly. It just makes it ruche a little bit more at the waist, so it doesn't have like a solid waistline for me, but I actually don't really mind it. It has like a very 80s, again, like that Pretty Woman, Julia Roberts look with the polka dots and then the ruching at the waist. So I really don't mind the way it altered. It works perfectly for me. I love it. Yeah, definitely a good buy if you can still get it on Asos. Okay, so this is what the jumpsuit looks like. So this is where I did my little alteration. So it's kind of ruched here at the waist, which I don't really mind. It's not like the most flattering thing where it shows off the small of your waist, but I don't know, I don't mind it. It has a really deep V, long sleeves, so it covers up your arms if you don't like that part of you, which a lot of us do not. So when I first got it, the crotch was probably way down here, which was way too MC Hammer for my liking. So I just nicked and tucked it up to here, attached few little stitches and made it more my own. I just find this so easy to throw on. Jumpsuits are just one and done, just like a dress. You just throw it on, you don't have to think about anything else. So you can kind of see what the back looks like there. It just has a little slit and then a little button closure at the top. Nice flowy sleeves. Yeah, I love it. I put an ice cube in it. Is that like a North American thing? I don't know if people over here do that very often, but it tastes so good on another bloody hot day here in London. Cheers if you've joined me. Okay, next up is a green linen dress. Linen is another big thing this season. The only thing that drives me crazy about linen is that it wrinkles like crazy. I have no idea what it's gonna do out of the wash. I'm kind of afraid to see what that's gonna look like. It's in this beautiful, like army green kind of color. So along with the linen being a big trend, these big buttons seem to be a trend as well. Loose fitting, long style midi dress. It's just very almost old-fashioned, very ladylike. It's nice and loose so you can have a big food baby. It's not tight on the arm either if you don't like that. It gives you a little extra room in the arm, but it has a really nice flattering deep V here. I am really struggling with the light today, so if you're wondering why it feels really choppy and then it goes light dark, that's why I'm having to pause in between when the screen basically goes black. As I was saying though, it has a really nice deep V in the front here. Oh, there we go. Ah, lights, camera, action. Third time's the charm with this dress. Okay, so deep V. I don't have a large chest, so I actually really prefer having a deep V, but it does come down quite low. So if you are larger chest, it's probably gonna be quite bosomy. This would be perfect for like going to like a picnic or something. We wanted to go out and sit in the grass. It's nice and long, so you don't have to worry about exposing yourself to anybody or just like wandering about town. It's nice, and the linen's nice and breezy too. I don't find it too heavy, so you won't get too hot in this. So yeah, I got mine in a size UK 8 and it fits me just right. All right, so this is the green midi linen dress. So it comes down about mid-calf again, same as the jumpsuit. Comes in at the waist, got lots of room at the arm. So it makes your arm look a little bit smaller than it actually is. It looks great with my Daniel Wellington watch actually. But it's in this camo kind of color that I think looks so good on a lot of different people, but especially on blondes. I think it has like a nice contrasty, very natural look to it. It has a little bow at the waist here, so you can kind of suck it in a little bit more if you want to, or you can just leave it really loose and have more of a casual look to it. But like I said, it does have quite a deep V, so if you've got a large chest, I think the ladies will be out for some fun. Other than that, it's a really nice, classy dress, so even if your boobs are out, I mean, I'm always of the rule of thumb that if you're showing the top, you don't show the bottom. If you're showing the bottom, don't show the top. So if it's just the top that's showing, because your legs are completely covered, I think you're good. So this next one, you guys have already seen me wear if you watched our last vlog, I believe it was. We went to a few of our favorite places around London and I wore this dress. It was perfect for a cramps day because it sits just above your belly, so it doesn't touch anything sore. That's the waistline here, and it just kind of flows away from the body. V-neck, navy blue with kind of off-white, larger polka dots. I love all kinds of polka dots. Like these ones are a little bit smaller with the black and ivory. These ones are a bit bigger. I think if I had to choose, I would choose the smaller spots, but this one's pretty sweet too. It's nice. It's a nice heavy fabric, so it feels a little more luxurious, but not so heavy that you'd be like drenched in sweat in it. It's obviously sleeveless, and it's got a little keyhole opening in the back so you can get some air back there. So it was perfect for wearing like on the tube because it's a little longer. I know a lot of people feel this way. You don't want to wear anything too tight or too cute, or you don't want to look too put together when you're on the tube because people tend to stare at you. So this is just nice, covered up, classy, nothing too much to look at. But you still feel good in it. So for me, it's like the perfect running around town, hanging out on the tube kind of dress. Okay, this is the little navy polka dot dress that I was wearing in my last vlog, but I thought I would show you it here again. I don't mean for this to sound like a bad thing, but I feel like this would be like a mom dress for me. This is, when I am a mom, hopefully one day, I feel like this is what I would wear for a hot summer day because it's just so comfortable and you're completely covered up and you can easily chase her after a little one. And it has that swish factor that I love. I love that feeling. But it's nice and long, comes well below the fingertips, so if you are a mom and you have little ones, this is a perfect dress. Really cute, pretty. I would even wear this to like a casual-ish wedding with heels, just plain nude heels or something. Simple jewelry. I think that would be really pretty for a summer wedding. But as everyone always tells me, I'm overdressed, so I would wear this just going to the grocery store and stuff too. Like, it's casual, could be dressy, could be not dressy. You can go any which way. That's what the back looks like. Just has a little keyhole opening. Again, good for air. Another plus to this dress is that you can definitely wear it without a bra. At least I can. I have a small chest, so I just wore the little nipple sticky covers and it was no problem. And it was great for a really hot day. So this one's a little bit more fancy, but I just loved the way it moved. I had to keep it. When I originally bought it, I thought, oh, I'm just gonna buy it and try it on. I can always return it. Probably won't keep it, but as soon as I put it on, I just couldn't stop swirling around and I just knew I had to keep it. Again, I believe it's by the Asos brand, yes, and I got it in a UK 6. So it's an A-line Jaguar print dress. It's actually like a really light blue. I don't know if that's coming up on camera, but it has a texture to it here that's like a leopard print texture, and then the big black jaguar print here. Really high crew neck. It's 3/4 sleeves, comes in nicely at the waist and then just flows away from the body at the bottom here. This one's quite long, so it's even longer than I would say a midi. It almost, I'm trying to remember now, I think it comes a good few inches above the ankle at least. But again, it's a really nice, loose, airy fabric, which is pretty much all I'm buying right now. I could barely stand anything other than that. It's not the best made dress. Like the stitching and everything, it's not the best quality. I don't know if you can see that, but it looks a little cheap on the sleeves here. But the fabric itself has such a nice weight to it and a nice fluid movement to it that I couldn't help keeping it. Plus, I really love that light blue color. I don't really have anything in this light blue color, and I love a good jaguar print. So if I have anything a little more fancy to go to, I'll definitely be reaching for this. Okay, this is the one that brings me back to like the 50s or the 60s. So it does come down a little bit longer than a lot of my dresses. A few inches longer probably than the average midi skirt, but it has that, like, you just want to move in the wind in this thing. It has a really nice swish factor. Fits me quite snug at the waist here, and it is 3/4, so that's something to consider if you really hate sleeves in the summer. I love that it has a very classy look to it, and for the way that the fabric feels, it was a really great price point. And again, it's open in the back, so you can get lots of air. I guess I have something about open back items right now, but long sleeves, you gotta have the back open. I feel like this would be considered pretty dressy for a lot of people, and it is on the dressy side for me, but honestly I would probably just wear this out and about in town just for shopping or whatever. It's one piece, one and done, another one and done, so if I am shopping it's really easy to get on and off, and I don't really mind being overdressed. I prefer to be overdressed than underdressed most of the time. This last one I feel like I've seen around quite a bit. I don't know if it's the exact same one, it might be, but again, it's spotted polka dots. And obviously it was from Asos. It's by Pretty Little Things. I got mine in a UK 8. I think it was quite inexpensive. I want to say it was like £22, which is not bad at all. But it's this really sweet, I would say it's like a very sweet looking dress. Off the shoulder with the little puff sleeve, sweetheart neckline here at the front. It does have a little bit of a sticky inside here, so it holds on pretty well. Floats away from the hips. It's not an A-line. It just kind of has a slight curve to it, so it doesn't sit on your hips. It's not tight. It's not like a sexy kind of dress, I wouldn't say. If you got it in a smaller size, it would be more like that, but I got it slightly oversized, just enough that it would sit close at the waist, but then not touch my hips, if that makes sense. It is a little bit longer. It comes longer than my fingertips when I have my arms down at my side, I would say, which is now that I'm in my 30s, my preferred length. The off the shoulders is always a really pretty look. I think it's gonna look so cute with like a really high top knot, which is very tempting right now because I'm again dripping under here with like a red lip even and some really big sunglasses. I just think that would look retro, ladylike, edgy, but still really girly at the same time. So really excited to wear that. I haven't worn that one yet. I feel like I may have saved the best for last. I don't know how else to describe this other than just saying it's sweet. I think it's the color that makes it sweet, the polka dot makes it sweet, the little ruffle on the shoulder, the fact that it's off the shoulder makes it really sweet. It's just very, very girly, feminine, cutesy, pretty little summer dress. This is what I meant. It kind of sits close at my waist here, but I have a little bit of room at my waist that you can't really see where my hips are, but it's still form-fitting enough that it's flattering. But I think it would make a really cute, like if you're a bride even, for like your bridal shower, something like that. Something wedding related. Obviously my time has come and gone, but I would totally have worn this to my bridal party or even like a stagette. I think it would be really pretty for that. And I love it with the really simple gold jewelry, just keeping it really simple, understated. I think it would look great with your hair up too, because the off the shoulder adds that feminine touch to it, so you don't need so much hair. Yeah, I can't wait to wear this. Date night, here I come. So the last two things are not clothing items. One of them is a pair of shoes. These little guys, I got these on sale from Asos. a couple days ago. If you follow my blog, you know that I wear these guys a ton. I got these, they're originally from Zara, but I bought them at a vintage shop back home in Vancouver for like $6. But they're starting to look really dingy, and I've taken them to 3 shoe guys now. They all say I could try to fix them up for you, but really they're not gonna make, it's not gonna make much of a difference. They're really light, fine suede, and I just don't think there's any fixing them. So I've been on the hunt to find something similar. I mean, they're just the perfect shoe because I can wear them with dresses. I mean, they don't look like much here, but they look pretty dead. But I wear them with dresses, I wear them with like boyfriend style denim shorts. They just go with everything, and they're the most comfortable shoe I have ever owned. So I wore them traveling. I mean, that's where they got beat up. I've worn them almost everywhere we've traveled now. But that's the reason I bought these, is kind of a replacement, just an in-betweener. So I bought these, same kind of color. They're that suede material. I didn't want anything patent because that looks too dressy, but this nice soft material in a soft beige color I thought would maybe do the trick. They're still a little bit on the dressier side. When I wear like a really casual outfit, I feel like they're not quite the same as these guys, but I think they'll do for now. They were quite inexpensive. I want to say they were like 18 pounds, so not bad. They're gonna do the trick for now. They're really comfy. They actually have like a squishy insole here, so they're very, very comfortable to wear. I've worn them quite a few times already. Not bad, just not exactly what I'm looking for. The very last item is actually a pair of earrings. If you've been watching our vlogs for a really long time, like a good couple of years probably, you would know that I had these really inexpensive teardrop. They were kind of like a jewel toned studded earring that I wore all the time. They were from Forever 21, and I literally wore them for probably 2 years. Tons of people asked me about them. That was probably my most asked question for about a year there. But sadly, the little gemstone popped out of them. I still have them at home. I should probably just super glue it back together because I'm always thinking about those earrings. Nothing ever replaces them. I'm always looking for a replacement item. I know what I like. But anyways, I saw these on Asos. They weren't super cheap. They're on clearance, but they're still 36 pounds, so they're not the cheapest earring I've ever owned. They were by Carrie Elizabeth. Very small, dainty, gold. They're like a hexagon shape. Gold outside, and then on the inside it's like a clear. They look clear here, but in certain lights they have more of a jewel tone to them. They kind of look pink in some lights, blush pink in other lights, a little more purple in other lights. When I'm actually wearing them, I feel like they definitely look purple, but here they look clear. So perfect for everyday wear. I haven't taken them off other than today because I put them back in the box. Since I got them, they're just that easy earring. They won't break the bank, but they're still good sterling silver, nice piece of jewelry. So yeah, I would highly recommend those. They are still available online, so if you can get your hands on them, pick them up. Alright, so that's all I've got for you today. I hope you liked something in there. I absolutely love all of it. Most of it I've already worn actually. There's a few things that I haven't yet, but cannot wait to wear them. If you want to see a little more of what I get up to, follow me along on Instagram. It's just at Andrea Clare. The first A has 2 A's in it. I'm always posting something random or strange on Instagram stories, and the content that I post over there is totally different to what I post over here. So I would love it if you follow me over there. My blog is also linked down below if you're curious to see what's happening over there. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching. Happy weekend, or whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.